Meghan Markle's assistant private secretary will be leaving Kensington Palace when the Sussexes move to Frogmore Cottage, it has been reported. The news comes as the Duchess of Sussex has been hit with multiple resignations from palace staff in recent months. Amy Pickerill, who joined Meghan's team last year, is reportedly leaving and moving overseas, according to the Daily Mail. A source told the paper, "Amy is leaving. It's very sad for her colleagues as she is a really popular member of staff." Miss Pickerill was reportedly handpicked to work with Meghan and was likely to have replaced the Duchess's private secretary. Miss Pickerill, who is expected to move overseas, organized many important events in Meghan's life, including organizing charity events to help families affected by the Grenfell Tower disaster. The source told the Daily Mail, she has agreed to stay on to help them with the birth of the baby and organize their new household, but will then move on. Miss Pickerill's departure follows the resignation of Meghan's PA Melissa Twomey, who left after only 6 months Prince Harry and Meghan's wedding. One source described her exit as a real shock. They said, "Why would she want to leave such a prestigious job so soon?" The Duchess's bodyguard also quit in January, sparking rumors that Meghan is difficult to work for. The Cambridges and Sussexes are splitting their royal household and formally separate their staff within weeks. Harry and Meghan, who are expecting their first child in early April or late May, are due to move to Frogmore Cottage on the Windsor estate. The couple have been living at Kensington Palace in London, near William and Kate and their 3 children. The division of the household is reported to be a natural move, with the royal brothers' former double act having developed into 2 couples and their families. The unusually high turnover of staff at Kensington Palace has earned the Duchess of Sussex the moniker Duchess difficult in the press, but Vanity Fair has learned that Meghan Markle actually has a loyal following at the palace, and that the couple's interim private secretary Samantha Cohen is staying on to help the Sussexes until the birth of their baby this spring. It was previously reported that Cohen, who has worked for the royal household for 17 years, was to be the latest in a series of sudden high-profile departures. While Cohen will be leaving later this year, she has agreed to stay through the spring in order to support the couple, who are expecting a child in April. Palace aides say the couple are thrilled that Samantha, who is nicknamed Samantha the Panther in royal circles, will be staying on to help them while they find a replacement private secretary. Sam was always going to be an interim private secretary until the Duke and Duchess found a permanent one, says a source. Sam gets on well with Meghan and Harry, and she has agreed to stay on and help them until after they have had the baby and found a full-time replacement private secretary so that the handover will be completely seamless. The private secretary is a key member of staff whose job includes managing the couple's diaries, charitable commitments, and official engagements. Harry and Meghan are said to be assiduously searching for the right candidate. Since the royal wedding, the couple have lost a number of key aides, including Harry's former private secretary Edward Lane Fox, his assistant Melissa Twomey, who reportedly left because she couldn't keep up with the Duchess's demands, and Meghan's newly appointed head of security, who left suddenly just months into the job. With the Sussexes about to start a new life in Windsor, they are said to be keen to form a new team of staff who will commute between London and the countryside. This weekend, the Sunday Times reported that the Sussexes will have their own office up and running in time for the royal birth. The paper reported that tensions between the Sussexes and Cambridges are leading to the split. However, aides insist the new working arrangement is for practical purposes, as the 4 royals have different roles and different needs. It is expected that the current press team will be divided up between the 4 principals, and Vanity Fair has learned that 2 senior press officers have already been assigned the task of planning the media operation for the royal birth. Kensington Palace's latest public relations recruit, Christian Jones, will help oversee the birth plans and is expected to be heavily involved with the Sussexes on a day-to-day basis. Current head of communications Jason Nuff will continue to oversee the entire communications team out of Kensington Palace. Aides are bracing themselves for a busy stretch ahead. The Sussexes are off to Morocco later this month. Meanwhile, they are still completing a refurbishment at their new home, Frogmore Cottage, and busily carrying out engagements while they prepare for the baby's arrival, a media event they expect to be just as big as the birth of Prince George.